What's up, y'all? What's up, confessors? Welcome back to another Mayhem Monday, Sons of Anarchy, Season 3, Episode 5. Here we go. We are almost in Belfast, y'all. We are on our way to Belfast. Yes. So we had last week, we took off because of Mother's Day. We wanted all the mothers to be able to drink and enjoy themselves and not have to worry about dealing with us. I'm waiting for Dina to show up. Don't know where she is. I think she's still watching the episode, so she's gonna catch up and she'll be joining us hopefully. But we gonna get into it. So this episode we see Gemma realize and knows that Tara is preggers. She is about to have that baby. Now we saw her when she was throwing up last episode, and we didn't really raise an eyebrow, but we did. Of course, we knew. But so Tara's pregnant. No one knows for her and Gemma. Um, what else do we got? We got Stahl in the mix. Jackson found out where Stahl stay. See, Stahl got demoted and they took away her pretty little black truck, and now she got to drive away in her little bust down whatever. And Jax went and got the license plate when she was driving away, and Juice doing what he do, hacked into the DMV and got homegirl's address. And that's when we found out that Stahl likes to take work home with her. And we find out that she plays for the other team and all of this stuff. I'm like, with all them fine men up in the precinct, you want to get this woman? Like, she ain't even cute. That's what I couldn't understand. She ain't even cute. But, Stahl likes a different type. You know what she is. Hi, BB. Hey, girl. Hey. So let's just break down what had happened was this episode, shall we? Yeah, let's do that. So this episode is called Turning and Turning. This aired October 5th, 2010. Goodness gracious. This episode was written by Dave Erickson and Marco Ramirez. It was directed by Gwyneth Horder Payton. Okay. Turning and Turning is the 5th episode of the 3rd season of the FX original series, Sons of Anarchy, and the series' 31st episode overall. Really, y'all? We have been here 31 times doing this show already. 31 times. 31 times. That's a lot of times, y'all. That's a lot of times. So Gemma wakes up in the hospital and she discovers she's been handcuffed to her bed, and she didn't even realize it at first, because when you see her, she's just waking up and Clay is there, and she's just glad to see him and realize she's, home, but then she realized how she got there, and now she's handcuffed to the bed. She can't do nothing. So she realized she don't got herself messed up. Now she was gonna turn herself in. You remember how she called Stahl and all of that stuff, and she was gonna turn herself in, but she dropped down when Maureen Ashby called and told her about her grandson being in Belfast. I never understood that. Why would Stahl live in Charming? Makes no sense. You know what? You is absolutely right, BB. I never even thought about that either. Why does she live in Belfast? Like, you've got to be really, really stupid. And it's like Charming. She came to Charming, like she ain't when we first met Stahl, I got the impression that she was from where what you call it was from. Colton was from. That's what I had thought. So I didn't even think that didn't even mess up to me, BB. Got cheers to you. Because I didn't even think about that. But yeah, that's real dumb. That is real dumb. And so she's pissed that Clay and the others kept the situation with Abel in a secret. And Jax comes through and he brings her up to speed on things because she's like, I need to know what's going on. I need some answers. I got questions. Y'all gonna tell me what's going on, how this came to be, and what we about to do about it. Like, I need answers and I need a plan of action. You know, that's one thing. Gemma don't play about her family. I will give you that. If you were to ask me, who would you, if you put, you know how they be doing this thing where they put like 9 people in a box, number it, and be like, you gotta go get your family, and you need someone that's gonna be down to help your family and knows about family orientation. Who you choosing? Yes, I'm choosing Gemma Taylor for that one. That one I am choosing her for. If I ain't gonna choose her for nothing else, I'm gonna choose her for that one. Because at this point, that's all Gemma got. That's all Gemma got is her family, okay? And here comes Unser to go check on her. And you know, at this time in the series, I really thought that, or maybe I could have swore I've been paying attention good enough, but I could have swore at this time it was said out loud, you know, with words that Unser is in love with Gemma. I know we've like heard things, little bitty things, thinking that maybe he, you know, loved her, whatever. But I could have sworn there was a point that it was actually said out loud that, and I could have sworn he said it to her, not I love you, but in the sense of, you know, I love you and I'll do anything for you, or I loved you ever since. You know, I could have swore. Can anyone help me out with it? Because I could have swore that was at some point. It hasn't happened yet, but I can't recall. I don't recall it. But I could have swore by season 3 that was said or known greatly by now. That's what I'm just saying. Okay. So Jax brings his mother up to speed on everything they need to know about his missing son. She tells him about the Marie Ashby. So she finally is able to tell him, you know, that's why I had dropped down, because Marie Ashby is the one who called me and told me that my grandson, your son, is in Belfast. So what's really going on? Gemma and my backup will be yeah, you good. Yes, absolutely. I second that, BB. Absolutely. I totally got you on that one. I have no issues with that one. So she tells them about Maureen Ashby's phone call. The news comes as a shock considering Jimmy's assertion that he knows nothing about Abel's whereabouts. So now it's getting to the point where we know Jimmy on some foul ish right now. And I'm going to try not to cuss because my mama home and I ain't got time to be here and talk about my foul mouth. Do I got a foul mouth, y'all? People say my sister and my mama say I got a foul mouth. Anyway, Jax wants to contact Belfast SOA charter, and so charter president Keith McGee for help. You know, McGee is with the man that's with is that how I'm supposed to read that? BB, I don't know other way to read that. Yeah, so he wants to come, but Clay worries about their old friend may already have chosen to side with the IRA over the MC. He suggests they call Maureen back instead, and that's what they end up doing. But you see how Jax ended up this is when you finally see Jax finally having his first connection with Trinity, who we go later turn out to be his ugly stepsister. I'm sorry, she just ain't cute. And she don't look like she could be Marines or JT's. I'm sorry, they could have cast her better, or at least change her hair color. I don't understand why they got her with the hair color. I just don't get it. It just didn't fit the bill at all. And you know what? And then and of course we all grown and we know what happened. I hate to jump the gun, but I just feel it in my spirit to say it. But you know, even when him and her almost end up doing the do, like she ain't even your type, Jax. Like, were you really just disoriented and delusional and out of your mind because you're out of your life basically because you can't find your son? That was just a poor choice of PUSSY, okay? It was just a poor choice. A poor choice of peace, okay? You could have done better. You've had better. I'd rather you had got some from the scallywag from the club that Tara don't like before that one. Yeah, that was disgusting. But you know, Sutter, he's a disgusting guy, so he likes to push the envelope. You see him push that envelope greatly in season 6 and 7. So Life's like, I'm gonna have to put the trigger warning up every single episode. I need to just start now. Actually, let me put it up right now. And I need to put a disclaimer overlay up here because I'm surprised this show ain't got me straight. Y'all, did I tell y'all I got my monetization taken away from me again? I gotta figure out what video this happened on. They didn't even tell me that in my YouTube studio. So now I gotta go digging. I'm almost tired of it and just not even about to be monetized. Trigger warning. There you go. I'm so over it. So yeah, that's why you don't see the about. So y'all can't get no chat stickers and no super chats and all that. So yeah, but you know, YouTube be tripping. I don't be meaning no harm. I just be chilling, trying to do my thing, and they just be mad at me for that. Anywho, before I get my panties into a bunch, so Gemma's all mad at Tara because, you know, her and Tara just finally got to this place where they cool and she trusts Tara. You know, she's told Tara things before she's told Jax and Clay anything. You know, she told her about her essay and everything like that. You know, they don't unalive people together. You know, so I was like, I would say that's about as close of a mother-daughter bond you can have. And for her to do what she did to Tara at the end of season 6, I just can't fathom. Whew. See, every time I think that's why I came into this not really remembering or thinking how Tara was, because I think about how it ended for Tara. And I just feel bad for her at the end of it all. Because she was a great woman at the okay. Why am I getting there? Well, let's get back. I don't know where Dina is, y'all. Okay, so he suggests they come and read back and said later where Gemma calls Clay that if Jax goes to Belfast, stones get unturned. And of course, this is when I gotta turn the other side to Gemma. Here she go. She claims she loves Jax so much and she'll do anything for her baby and this, that, and the third. But look at you. Look at you. You keeping this complete entire secret from him. And now you worried about him going to Belfast because you don't want your skeletons to come out a closet you got all the way out in Belfast. And that ain't his fault. He's trying to find his son and you worried about your skeletons. They ain't got nothing to do with him. They got to do with him, but he didn't make them for you. So this is where you at. Worried about yourself again. See, it always benefits her though, even though that's her family, but yet it benefits her. For the greater good, if she keeps them good, they know they gonna protect her and she can continue to be the queen Gemma that she is and charming. And that is what Gemma always wants to be. As long as her husband or her son is the president of the charter and charming, the mother charter, she could continue to be queen for a day every day. And that's all Gemma loves to do. Being queen for a day every day. Not being queen, but being queen for a day every day though. That is Gemma. Oh, that's a t-shirt. I'm queen for a day. And then the back say every day. I need to get some apparel before someone take that. That was one of the best episodes. Gemma did what she had to do. Gemma always do what she got to do. Wait, are you talking about when she took Tara out, BB? Is that what you're saying was one of the best episodes when Tara was out? See, if that's what you insinuated, oh my goodness, you really don't like her, do you? You really do not like this chick. Okay, so Jax and some of the sons go to the Irish pub to confront Luke about what they've heard. Jimmy's right-hand man denies knowing anything about Abel being in Ireland, but promises to check with his boss. Jax called Marine's store in Belfast, but she isn't there. He leaves an urgent cryptic message with her daughter, Trinity. Juice goes to make a deal with the paranoid chicken man. Now, I can't remember what else he is in, but I know that chicken man from a lot of stuff. But right now, I can only place him in Homeland. But he's a real funny hoodoo, so shout out to him. Who lures Juice inside a van where Juice gets jumped by by two Salazar and two other Cavaliers jumps Juice before stealing his cut. Now that's a hurting thing. When your cut gets stole, that's like high class, top tier embarrassment. And it's like the worst thing possible. It's like going outside naked and showing your bareness. It's just not thought out the right thing to do. Oh my goodness, BB, really? You really? That's so sad. Gemma was scared of what would be said in Belfast. Why didn't those ladies tell Jax that creature is fat? They trying to keep stuff. See, that's the problem. When you tell one lie, you got to tell more to keep the lie going. So when you tell one truth, you're going to have to tell more and pretty soon everything going to be out in the open. And it's like, what can you do? But you're going to find out anyway. So that's her thing. I mean, she didn't want her son to know that she out. Or her daddy is a hoe. Basically, her daddy's the hoe. But I bet you Gemma is this hard heifer. She's thick as nails. She in her own way and all. And sometimes the man can get sick of that. JT was the leader of the club back then. He was doing his thing. He was around hardcore type of dudes all day long. Sneaky, slick type people. Didn't know what you was coming into. Politicking with these people day in, day out, every day. And then you come home to a hardcore heifer like Gemma. It's like you ain't got no softness, you ain't come home to no nurturing, none of that. I mean, she probably cooked a good meal because you see she do throw down now for a good family dinner, but Gemma, I don't feel like Gemma was that type back then. She was too busy trying to be up in the club, trying to be a first lady, and being top tier. A queen for a day every day. She been queen for a day every day ever since she got with JT. That's all she know. Period. I never understood the purpose of Juice. Excuse me? Baby, whatever do you mean? You don't understand why Juice is there, period? What do you mean by that? Oh my God, where is my albuterol? What? What do you mean? You don't understand the purpose of juice? Juice? What? Come on, baby. It's juice. I love juice. You know what? I don't even know what character I could do without. Let's see. Who could I do without? Gemma doesn't know when to be soft. No, period. No, she doesn't. No, she don't know what that is. She don't know what that is. Gemma has never been that. You know, she doesn't seem like, and then look for how she portrays her mother to be. Gemma never had a soft woman type to be raised by. She was never that type of woman, period. So, of course, that's all she knew. She don't know nothing but this type of life. But I do wonder, how was her father back then? I would love to know Gemma's story pre JT. I would love to know everyone's story single-handedly. Actually, you know, Kurt could do a lot with this. He could really do a whole bunch of, it could be the power, just like 50 Cent did with Power. Drug addicts come and go, and he's a liability. Well, obviously, yeah. But I still feel Juice definitely did add something, whatever it is, because I love Juice. And I think that, you know, he provided some, he was funny at times, like the whole time when he got super drunk or whatever, and he woke up with in underwear with a pacifier in his mouth and a cardboard sign stapled to his chest. You know, it's just funny. And, you know, how he ties into the whole mix at the end of the series. I mean, it was him who told Jax the truth at the end of it all. Jax searched for the truth the entire season 7. That's all he did. Searching for the truth. Not even knowing that he really needed a truth. He thought he basically sort of kind of knew, but he didn't even know. But Juice is the one who delivered that. And, you know, Juice had his hand in helping Gemma. Juice wasn't really that, you know, big of a deal at the beginning, but Juice picked up. Once Juice had his overdose and everything, like, that's when Juice's time got picked up. So, yeah, he wasn't much then, now, but his time comes and Juice is like the big deal. And, you know, I really hate that I didn't subscribe to Patreon and listen. I really could go back and watch it, I guess. But, you know, Theo, Kim, and I'm not sure who else, or if it was just them two, but they had a podcast where they rewatched the show and talked about it. Well, not even rewatch, because I don't know if Kim had, but Theo never watched the show before. He never watched it. He could never, back then in real time, he could never grasp on to why fans and people approached him and thought the way that they thought and felt the way that they felt. He said he had no idea until he actually watched it and was basically like, holy shit, this is the shit. And so I really want to actually subscribe and actually go back and watch that. That would be really dope and talk about that. But I would want other people to do it too so we could come and talk about it and have a discussion about it. The father was in love with the mother and sided with the mom. I think the father would tell Gemma just follow her mother's rules. Well, yeah, apparently. I mean, he do, but I just wonder though. Because even outside of how she was raised by her parents, how was just her life, outside of her home? Her personal life, her life. I don't know what I guess I'm saying, but the side of the life they didn't know about, because dad looked like he was like didn't play that shit, and whatever mom said went, and he was just a pushover. I think. The problem with the premise of this show is Jax only sees his father as a good man. Jax doesn't acknowledge his father's faults. Well, no, because he actually he does. And that was his struggle at sometimes, because he read it, but he didn't feel at some point he lost his way from that, and he wasn't even going through that. That's why when I kept saying, that's why every time episode came and they showed Jax reading JT's journal, that I wanted to show, at first how much he was into his journal, reading what his father wanted to do and wanting to do what his father wanted. But then as time goes on, you don't see Jax with that manuscript at all. Period. Nothing at all. Zilch. Nothing. And I don't know if there's a point where it gets back into the safe, because I could have swore on the very last episode when when Adam Raised the Cane is playing. When Adam Raised the Cane was playing, and he goes to the garage one more time and gets all that stuff and everything and burns the stuff. I could have swore it was the manuscript there, right? So is that another one? How many of them was there? I don't know. But did Tara make it a copy? Okay, I don't want to get ahead of myself. But okay, let's get back to the show. Let's get back to the plot. So yeah, so Clay gets word from T.O. about the location of the Mayans' heroin operation, and Jackson and some of the guys go check it out. Gemma talks to Tara during their conversation. Tara confessed she's 6 weeks pregnant. So this one was 6 weeks pregnant. I'm trying to figure out. So that means you unalive someone while carrying a life. That's gotta be something twisted. I don't know, but I feel like there's got to be some type of spiritual twisted situation that has got to happen if you unalive someone while you are making a life. Like, that's got to be crazy. That's got to do something to your life spiritually. Period. That's wicked. I don't even want to think about what could actually happen. Adding that no one else knows. And later, Margaret Murphy, the bitch Margaret Murphy, that we're starting to like now because she's trying to do for the better good of Tara, telling her that she needs to continue to do what she's got to do and all of this other stuff. She later tells her she needs her to assist in emergency surgery, and Tara doesn't want to do it still, but she says no one else can do it. Back in Belfast, McGee shows up at Ashby's looking for Marine, but she's not there, and Trinity's there, and she all up in the mix. Trinity, I don't even know why she is this nosy. I don't even know why she needs care this much. Like, just make sure the door is locked in the store and mind your business. That's all you there to do, honey. Make sure the store is locked and mind your business. I don't understand why she is so much into her mama's business like that. She get on my nerve. So I feel so bad why I don't like this girl. But yeah, this is the pregnancy pause that Tara's like, oh snap, you know? And we got to see Chucky. Yeah, Chucky. So Chucky had ran interference. I know I just jumped because I was just talking about something else, but I was happy to see Chucky. Tara is evil. Dang. I knew we didn't like her, but I knew we would. I didn't know we was calling her evil, baby. Whew. That's harsh. That's some harsh stuff, baby. I didn't know we was going down that road tonight. But that's what we doing, okay. But yeah, we got to see Chucky. He got to do a little undercover work and he accepted that. So, because when the dudes had Jump Juice, they trying to go see what's good at the heroin place that they got from T.O. So they scooped up Chucky and he ran a little furious on him and everything. And they did their thing, and yeah, this is when they had got Juice. Like, hey, but they had got him good. Look, the girl ain't even cute. See what I'm saying? Like, this is what you got? He shouldn't be here, June. June Stahl. June Stahl. That's your name? June Stahl? June Stahl. Ew. You don't even look like a June. She looks like her name is Rachel. Sorry. Shout out to all the Rachels. No disrespect. Y'all, why is my mom calling me? She don't why. Hello? What's up, Mom? Are you serious? That quick. I got approved. But dang, they couldn't wait to approve me. That was quick. Wow. Okay. Bye. Okay, so I gotta tell this quick story. So ever since I started working, which was when I was 18, 19 years old, the first store card, credit card I ever tried to get was a Best Buy card, okay? And I would always get denied. I have gotten denied all of my life for a Best Buy card. I don't got cars in my names, paid them off, had rent, paid them off, had medical bills, paid them off. But I still could not get a Best Buy card. So my credit score is very, 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 very lovely. And thanks to my mom. And so I'm like, well, they cannot deny me now. I said, I don't even want the card. I just want to be approved. So she said she was going to do it. So I guess she was bored and did it. I'm already approved. I don't want your card, Best Buy. You can keep your card. I don't want it. So she looks like a cement. Ah! Ah! I'll tell her hey for you, Pee. When you said a Samantha, hold on, let me go back. Let me go back. Hold on, let's look at her again. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a straight up picture of her. Hold on, let me. Why? Let me get a screen. I'm gonna get a professional picture of her, Allie Walker herself. And I feel so bad that I talk so much stuff about her because she's really, really cool and fun on Instagram. I follow Allie Walker on Instagram, and she is really cool and fun. So I told you she answered me when I asked her what was her favorite scene to do in Sons of Anarchy, and she said when she offed her lover. Cool. That's so funny now. Yeah, she said that was her favorite. Okay, Allie. Oh, this is a perfect look of her. She's been in a lot of movies. I will say that. She has got one of the. Oh, oh, Allie. Oh, I have got to show y'all this picture of her right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. She has came a long way. Hold on, let me. No, it does not do justice. There you go. You can see it a little better that way. There you go. Oh, I found a good angle. Go, girl. Moon over Miami. That's when she did a night. It was a '90s TV show, I guess. I told you this girl has done. Oh, this woman has done a lot of work. So I see how she was able to play a bitch so well because she's got range. Samantha's always say, "Call me Sammy." She definitely want to be called Sam. Star want to be called Sam. She definitely wants to be called Sam. And they do. Why is that? Why? I mean, Samantha isn't. I mean, and then they always want to go back to being called Samantha when they get in their 30s and 40s. That's what I be like, really? Come on now. That's what we're doing. Okay, let's get to the rest of this plot. Where are we? Okay, Tig and the others rise at the janitorial supply warehouse where it's being used as a front by the mans to support the heroin. Tig sneaks in and looks around. He finds some delivery logs and escapes with major incident. McGee goes to Marie's house and tells her about the phone call from Charming. And he didn't know none of this. Like Marie was keeping all of this under wraps because Marie wasn't trying to end up like nobody don't ended up in this situation. She wasn't trying to end up like Cameron. So she's trying to do everything on the hush hush like she's supposed to be. Like, look, hey. So Ricky goes to where and tells her about the phone call from Charming. He suspects it was something to do with Abel, of course. He presses her for info on what she knows about the missing baby. She tells McGee she loves him. She is clearly more scared of what the IRA will do to her if she talks than what he will do if she doesn't. And he's like, yeah, if I talk for you, yeah, you might slap me around a little bit. But if I tell you out them, shit, it's a wrap for me, period. So, hey, I'd rather you slap me around a little bit. You can slap me around a lot of it. That's messed up, but So so her silence spoke volumes for him. So he was like, we cool. He gave her the forehead kiss. You good, boo. You good. Okay, I ain't gonna sweat you. We good. We good. So, back at the hospital, Tig tells Clay the mans have scheduled heroin deliveries to Stockton State Prison every week. Maureen then returns Jack's phone call. Trinity eavesdrops again. I don't understand why Trinity is all up in the business again. Like, girl, don't you got a friend, a boyfriend, something to do, a TV show to watch? Something? Trinity eavesdrops on her mother from the other room. Maureen confirms that Abel is indeed in Belfast, but she doesn't know how long he will be saved. Star returns to see Gemma. Clay and Jax are there too. Fed continues to use Gemma's precarious situation to level threats against her and hopes she will turn on the Sons and the gun run Irish. And that's when Saul left and Jax followed her home. And that's when they had their whole meeting. And now Jax don't set himself up basically be looked at as a rat if things go wrong, and you know what happens to rats. So Jax really put himself on, and I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that he went this far with Stahl in the first place. Because first of all, I wanted them to unalive Saul while she was up in Gemma's room earlier when she said that, oh, I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to let the deal go through because, technically you were supposed to turn yourself in this morning and you didn't. Like, bitch, I couldn't. I had dropped dead. It ain't my fault I almost dropped dead. And you knew I was about to. And she gave her statement and everything. And so, like, she was just really just pissed on Gemma. Like, she couldn't care. And when she left that room, I know Clay, like, had to muster himself together to not just choke the life out of her right in front of Jesus. Because, oh my God, like, I've never wanted to choke somebody. Was my bare hands as much as the Stahl character. My goodness, why did she play this so good? I can't stand her. I really hate when a person play a character too good that you really do hate them in real life, kind of. So, yeah. Jack sneaks up to Luke, gets to the drop. So Jack sneaks up on Luke and gets a drop on him. He sticks the gun in Luke's face and demands to know if Jimmy has Abel and if so, why. But he doesn't know anything. But that's when Jax has set the gun in his face, took him, put him in the back seat. That's when you see him deliver that to Stahl. Like, look, here's the deal. You gonna retract your statement from my mom. You gonna leave my club alone. You gonna leave me alone. You gonna leave my shorty alone. You gonna leave all that alone. My son alone. Everybody alone. And I'm gonna make you the greatest ATF legend ever. And here you go on a silver platter. But you got to do this, that, third. And here you go. So he did deliver pretty good. He gave her an offer she couldn't refuse, and of course she didn't, because she's hungry like that, and she's just a bitch like that, and she will do anything to get at the top. She don't care who she gotta hurt, who she gotta unalive, or nothing. Period. Yeah, so he says he wants to make the deal with her. He says he'll give her everything she needs to make a case against Jimmy O. So that's why it also works in good for his favor. That's how to get Jimmy O back. Because at this time he knows Jimmy also found shit. And he knows, like he told your boy, like, if I find out Jimmy O playing with me, I'm going to beat the truth out of him. And then I'm going to let Chims have him and slice it from ear to ear, cheek to cheek, whatever the hell. It's going to be on the popping. Now, they thought that he was playing. We all know he was not. Anyway, so he also wants to get Jimmy O, and not only Jimmy O, but the Irish gun runners. He said the boss will make her ATF legend. In return, he needs her to slow down the Sun's upcoming bail hearing long enough for them to get to Belfast. So that's what all this is about. He's trying to get to Belfast to get his son. And so now I kind of understand. So let me retract my statement earlier when I said, how could he even do this with Saul in the first place? Desperate times calls for desperate measures, and this is for the sake of your son. So yeah, I have to retract that statement. Yes, he did this for Abel. He had to, because she couldn't do nothing, and then she'd hold it against them. Freaking crazy witch. Anyway, um, long enough for them to get to Belfast without having a fugitive heat. And don't take any other heat. They just ain't trying to do that fugitive heat. They can't have that. So work it out. Do what you gotta do. He wants to recant the statement. The false charges made against Gemma. Clearly, Saul is intrigued by the offer, but remains dubious that Jax won't turn rat so readily. To prove he is earnest, he opens the back of the SUV and shows her Luke bound and gagged, along with 7 duffel bags of illegal automatic weapons. And of course, she's on board. That's all it took for her. You delivered that much to mama, you can have the milk for free. And it was on and popping from there. Okay. So yeah, and that is how that episode ended. Yeah, Ally Walker's Ancient Jude Stahl, Paula Malcolmson was played by Maureen Ashby. I don't know if she's I don't know if I've ever seen her in anything else before. But yeah, she did that. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So next week we will definitely be in Belfast. I believe we have to be, right? Next week's episode is called The Push. Yes, so the summary is to protect their territory and form a truce with the Mayans. Sam Crow must handle a rat at St. Thomas Hospital. Oh boy. Jackson Terry's relationship is pushed to a breaking point. Gemma implicates Agent Tyler in the murder of Edmund Hayes to the shock of Stahl. Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, and that's her boo thing, ain't it? Ain't Agent Tyler the boo thing. Oh, hello.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Now, wait a minute. Normally, we do this, and it's 9 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock your time. So, did you start early?
Nope.
Because
It's
I'm in Nashville. But in Nashville on the same time zone this year?
I don't know.
Let me Google it. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. Y'all about done. I can go back to
We
sleep. My
is done.
bad.
But y'all know this week we've got 2 more days. The Mayans, the final season starts, y'all. I don't know what day I'm recapping that yet, but we will be getting into that. And I can't wait. It's final season, it's the final ride. And tomorrow, me and Nina will be on her channel for the second part of the Baddies reunion, and of course the latest episode of Bad Boys Texas. But yeah.
On time, because I got to figure out this time zone thing. I'm confused, y'all. I didn't woke up. I thought I had time to take a nap. And apparently I was confused because I didn't look on the map, and Tennessee and Kansas are in the same time zone. However, I thought that they was not. So that is my fault.
It's
Yep,
okay.
that's what.
Forgive it, baby. It's fine and dandy. But we will both be on time tomorrow on Dina's channel.
For sure.
Right. Um, What's this? Me laughing at you.
I'm laughing at myself because for whatever reason, like I was like, okay, I need to come back from our little event, watch the show, and then I was like, okay, I got time to take a nap because I was thinking that we was gonna go at 10 o'clock this time, and then I pop in and they said you've been live for 48 minutes already. I'm like, what the hell? But y'all forgive me. I tried.
You
This is
okay? We
This what
know what.
happens when you've been up since 4 a.m. Okay, because I was up at 4 a.m. and on a flight at 6, and then we had events all day. So this is what happens when you wake up at 4 a.m.
We love you, boo. It's okay. But we will see y'all tomorrow. At 9 Central's time. And we go get into the shenanigans and ratchetness that is the Zeus Network. Thanks for watching, y'all. We out this nasty thing.